Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin, Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with noise. Did you know that noise cancellation headphones were first designed for the aviation industry? So Dr. Lawrence Jerome Fogel is considered the father of noise cancellation technology. And this happened way back in 1950. And he submitted a patent for that technology. His idea was designed for pilots to drown out that aircraft engine noise and making communication easier with each other. Much later, Bose took this technology and created headphones for passengers in airlines. And this took place in 1989. I remember the first time my father used them was on an international flight, and he was blown away. That annoying hum of the engines and that aircraft and the ACs and all of that had disappeared. There was stillness and peace and quiet. ANC, or Active Noise Cancellation technology, has become more common these days and much cheaper. The principle behind ANC technology is very interesting. And there is something for us to learn from this. The way ANC works is through the use of complicated microphones that are listening for ambient noise. And this is the noise that they cancel out. So once the microphone picks up the noise, the speaker in the headphones plays back the exact noise, but in an opposite frequency. So when the noise wave is high, the anti-noise wave is low, and vice versa. The idea is that using the opposing wave will drown out and destroy the noise that is playing. Now, we use noise to describe our mental state as well. The noise of the negative thoughts that keep running in our minds. The noise of overthinking. Noise is anything that we don't want to hear. Because when there is noise, it becomes very difficult to hear the beautiful music of the world around. You see, when there is so much noise, we go mad. What is important is that ANC does not try muffling the noise by using earplugs. It doesn't squash out the noise. But what it does is it gets rid of the noise. And that is what we must learn to do with our mental habits as well. Every time there is a negative thought, we must get into the habit of thinking about the exact opposite, positive thought. For example, if we read a newspaper and see an article of war and how 134 people were killed, the way to prevent this thought from becoming obsessive noise would be to go find an article talking about heroism in war and how one person saved the lives of many people. If someone says something negative to you, we normally just spend 3 days worrying about it and thinking about it, and that would be a lot of noise in our mind. Instead, we must train our minds to come up with many things that are positive about us, things that we are good at. And this way, we could cancel out the noise and we would be far better than that junk noise. And all of that will disappear. Now, the difficult thing is to be able to identify a thought that is opposite to that negative thought, to be on the same opposing frequency. And this is why it is so important to practice seeing the positive in things in our life. Our brains are automatically tuned to picking up only negative thoughts. But we have to learn to retune them in a positive way. When I was passing through my rock bottom phase, when my mind was filled with negative thoughts, I could not function. I could not work or have fun talking to my friends. I would just drown myself in TV shows. And that is escaping. That is muffling. Only once I learned that habit of filling my mind with positive thoughts did that noise actually disappear. And this is because they cancelled each other out. So your super simple habit to get rid of the noise in your mind starts by learning to think positive thoughts. Catch yourselves with those negative, noisy thoughts and look for something to feel positive about. Search for something online or listen to a podcast like this one. Actively do something to bring you into that opposite state of that negativity.